Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm super excited about this video. So if you watched my last vlog, I would like to say thank you so much for watching. And if you're coming back to actually see this video, you're the realest. Thank you so much. It means a lot that you are here. So to support me, please like my video, leave a comment, share to your friends, and most importantly, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So now today's video, um, we're going to be talking about the cleaning industry. Like I said earlier in my previous video, if you missed that one, I will be talking about the cleaning industry, makeup once in a while, then everything in between. And everything in between is basically stories about my experiences and what I've learned and what I would like you guys to take from the video. So today's video is on the cleaning industry. And so today's topic is how to start a cleaning business in Nigeria, basically. How to start a professional cleaning business in Nigeria. And I'm going to start with a story about how I started my company. So the name of my company is Tenera Clean. Yes, Tenera Clean. Tenera Clean. So we're a cleaning business or a cleaning company in Lagos, Nigeria. We have a branch in Abuja, and we also work in Ibadan and Ogun states because those are the states closest to us. So we work in those states, but our head office is based in Lagos, Nigeria. Um, I'll give you more information about the company at the middle of this video, but let's start with that. Story time. It was in 2020, sometime in June, July, or May, sometime in May. Or okay, so something always happens. When it's almost time for my birthday, I start to overthink things, start to evaluate my life. I mean, like I'm getting older. I haven't done anything with my life. What's really going on? So it puts me in a very depressive, for lack of, in a depressed state. So, and I didn't have money. I had just moved out of my parents' house, and then there was COVID. Like it wasn't supposed to be that bad, but because I wasn't making as much as I would have on a regular day, and I was just coming back from Abuja. An entirely different vlog. Maybe sometime I'll tell you how I moved out. So I just moved out. I didn't have enough money. I just come back from Abuja. I just done my passport. I done a lot of things with money that period, and COVID hit the moment I came back. And then there was a lockdown in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, everywhere. So fast forward to April, May, my birthday period. I was thinking, would I say I'm going to continue? What am I going to do with my life? Plus, I was already a makeup artist, I was already doing stuff, but I just felt like it wasn't enough. I just felt like it wasn't enough. Damn, I'm pretty. It's makeup, be makeup in. All right. So I just felt like I wasn't doing enough. So I needed to do something better to generate more funds. I needed to think long term. Then I reached out to my childhood friend, is the allergy. Shout out to you. I reached out to him and then we talked about things we could do together and all that. And there was a long list of things. I don't want the story to be too long, like I said. There's a long list of things, but the cleaning business was one of it. And well, that was the first thing we decided to start. And then we decided to do a proper planning, what we needed and all that. So in process of planning, we tried to get the name that we wanted. Okay, so before we started planning, we prayed as friends. Before you do anything, always put God first. Pray, seek His advice, seek His ways, so that He will go before you and prepare a table. You understand? He'll prepare everything for you before you start. So we prayed, did everything, then we came up with our company name, what the name we wanted the company to have. We came up with how we wanted to start, how we wanted to proceed with the business. how we wanted things to go generally with the business. So we wrote everything down to the company colors, the company card, what the company meant, what it meant to us, how it was going to be like in a few years to come when we're telling our story. So we did all that. And we didn't register the company immediately because we didn't have funds. And it's not like funds will be a problem. Sorry, my that area is itching. So it's not like we had any serious experience, but we knew that okay, so Eze had experience. My friend had experience in the cleaning, but I didn't. But I knew how to. I had experience in the office setting, so we felt we could manage that. He could manage the project side, and I could manage the official side, or we can just work together, whichever works. So, and that was how we started, and it's been good since then. It's been good. Okay, as the business started to move forward, then we decided to get to register the company after our first job and second, and then we decided to register the company and take it to the next level. We told our friends about it, told our family about it. In fact, my parents said that this is the first business idea and I will come to them with that makes sense. Every other thing senseless. So ridiculous. But they liked the idea. Well, I think it was something that they already knew about. Well, I didn't know that the cleaning industry was such a big industry in Nigeria. So I just felt like it was something that we're going to be one of the first people to be into it. We're not. There's so many people doing this thing, but we believe in ourselves and started doing it. And then fast forward to September, early September, we decided to register the company as a business name. Then I reached out to a friend of mine whose husband is a lawyer. And plus, we started working for them in their own house. We already had a cleaner in their house. And then he helped us register it free. And what else happened? And then we started doing the business. I would talk when I talked to a few friends. I would I saw I would see some posts about some people that needed cleaners. Then I'll reach out to them and then we'll start working for them. And basically that was how we started. So just know that when I started, we didn't have it all figured out. Hmm? We just started with God and like people say, like Nigerians say, vibes and inshallah. So we just started with God basically, and I would have to say that God has been in control ever since. Like He's been helping us, He's been bringing clients, even when we don't market, when we don't do anything, bringing clients, and it's just been good. I have to give all praise to God. So now let's talk about my first job. Our first job. Let's say my, should I say our? Whichever one you hear me say, is the same thing I'm talking about. So the first job that we had, we didn't have any cleaning materials, but I had cleaning materials in my house. I had mop, broom, packer, regular basic stuff. Hmm? So I had that, and we're going to use that. No, before I tell you about the first job, um, when I moved into my house, I did not like the way it was cleaned. I hated it with a passion. Like after the lady cleaned, I paid. I had to pay somebody else to do it again. It wasn't still good. It wasn't still as good as I wanted it, but it was better than what the first lady did. So I told myself, I think this is something I needed to work on. That was why when it was time for me to talk about it with my partner, it was easy. I already knew what I wanted because I didn't like the service I got initially. So now back to our first job. I think we still have a video of the first job. I just don't remember the exact date. So I have this. I met this. Not met. I already knew her. She's a friend from school, from my university days, and she used to come to my studio then to do her makeup. So She remembered that I told her that I run a cleaning service. So I put it on the class group that I run a cleaning service. So she reached out to me and asked if I could clean for her the next day. And I said yes. And so for my first job, it was a mini flat. We charged her 10,000 naira. She paid immediately. I charge you 10,000 naira anymore. And when we just started, we did not know better. So, but well, trust me, with the Nigeria of then, it was fine. And we were happy to do the job because it was our first job. We just wanted to um, start, just wanted to get the company started. So we're happy to do it. And plus it was a small job. So it was the perfect way to start. Just a mini flat. Like for those of you that know what a mini flat is room and parlor. Room and parlor, kitchen, toilets. That's basically was a simple apartment. So it was, and it wasn't too far from where I was staying. So it made it all easy for us to start. So we took the job. The next day, we were so excited. We prayed, then we went to the market, got another broom because we needed the company to have its own things. Now we weren't even particular about making money. The first thing for us was to start, was to create the awareness, was to let people know about it. The goal is to make money. Don't get it twisted. The goal is to make money. But the first thing we were concerned about at that moment was doing the job, doing a good job, getting referrals. That was what we were particular about. Do you understand? So when you're ready to start your own, your goal should not be your yes, the goal at the end of the day is to make money, but that shouldn't be the first thing on your mind. The first thing should be trying to get clients, trying to give a good service, trying to get referrals. That should be the first thing on your mind. And that was one of the things that the lawyer, my friend's husband, told me when he advised us. That was one of the first things he said to us. In fact, there's a lot of things he said to us, but not everything is going to come to this channel, at least not right now. Um, and he said all this. Remember that this first job came before we registered as a business name. We had started doing a few jobs. We had done a few jobs here and there, just trying to gather money to grow the company, basically. So I've done a few jobs here and there before we now decided to register as a business name because remember, I was already working 9 to 5. So I had a bit of idea about these things and I knew what I wanted the company to be like. I knew the structure I wanted to create. I just needed to go gradually. So we did the job. So he still had a few people from where he had worked before. So he reached out to one of them to clean for us because at this time we didn't have any staff. We had just started. So we're going to pay him. I do not remember for the life of me exactly how much we paid him. It was less than 5,000 because we didn't have out of 10,000 naira. How much do you want to pay somebody? We begged him, Sha. It was our first job. We begged him to do the job for us. Plus, he was one of the people my partner knew from his days working as supervisor for a cleaning company. So he still had contacts and all that. So we got a mop, got a sweeper, got a broom. No, we didn't need to get broom because I already had broom in my house. I had mop and sweeper also, but we wanted the one for the company. And we got one scraper. We took a few things from my house, added to what we bought. I can't remember everything exactly, but we got a few things and then we got to the client's house. Now we got to the client's house late. We didn't start the job in time, but we're going to try. So when we got there, the job was a lot. It was a lot of work. The toilet wasn't new, so in fact, it was horrible. The toilet was horrible. The place was a mess, but when we cleaned it, when we cleaned it, oh my god. I didn't stay there because of my health and we had to use chemical and it was our first, like I said, it was our first job. And using the chemical, we were using it in its raw form. We're using it in raw form. I won't do that now. Not in my years. Because now we're like 3 years in the business. So we're going to be 4 years this year, 2024. So I won't do the mistakes I made then, I won't make them now. So we used the chemical in its raw form so that we could remove the paint easily. And then my partner assisted to make the work faster. By the time we were done, she was so happy. Like, in fact, that was the highlights of my day. The fact that when we were done, she was happy. I could see the joy in her face. And when she said, thank you, you're coming through. Because I called other people, they didn't come in, they weren't willing to come in time, and the money they were charging. I think she was so happy. So, and I was happy we did the job too. So we got a video. Although my phone at the time wasn't the best, because what happened to my previous phone? I do not remember what happened to my previous phone, but I had to use my Android phone. I always have two phones. I had to use my Android phone to do that video, so it wasn't too clear. It was a techno phone, it wasn't clear, and it should give us a good enough video for us to use as okay. We've done this thing. This is our first job. So at the end of the job, basically, we didn't have any money to keep to ourselves. It wasn't like hmm, we didn't have any money to keep to ourselves because the plan wasn't to. We knew we were not going to make money from that, but we still had so much change to buy airtime at least and to keep back for the company just in case of anything. So that was what we did. So we bought airtime to say, congratulations, we did our first job and all that. So now, so that this video does not get too long, that's the end of the story. Let's move to why we're really here. How to start a professional cleaning business. And I think I've dropped a few hints in between this video, so you know what it is. So now the first thing, for a small scale business, if you have the money, if you have the money, buy a few materials, a few basic cleaning materials that you know of. Basic cleaning materials, buy them, then register your company. Even if it's as a business name, it gives you structure. It gives you a standard. So if you can't afford it, do that. But if you can't afford it and you're like me that started the business first, excuse me. When you're like me that started the business first, just start. Based on the job that you've gotten, buy what you need. So you do a planning for the size of apartment that you want to clean. After doing the planning, you buy based on, like, let's assume for example, with me now, I charge 10K Abby. And as at that time I could afford we could buy one sweeper, one broom, one mop because of the economy then. That it could buy that it could buy that. So if you know that you can the money can take it, buy those. If you cannot take it, you should have mop and broom in your house. Take it from your house, use it to do the job. Then you need to also plan for the workers based on the size of the place you want to clean, the amount of workers that you're going to need. So, but then if you really don't know how to plan for that particular job, especially with what you are charging, because you're a new company, you cannot be charging the amount I would charge. Same way I cannot be charging the amount that some other companies would charge. We all charge based on what is really going on with us at that time. So you can seek for advice from any cleaning professional that you know of. Seek for advice on what to do. So the first thing you can do is register your company and buy materials. If you cannot afford it, buy materials that you're going to use for the job. So number two, think about a company name. So before you register the company, obviously you've thought about the company name, the name you want to give the company. So you think about it, make sure it's unique to you, make sure that it resonates with what you want to do, the service you want to give. So make sure you do that. And while you're thinking about your company name, also think about the kind of service you want to offer. If you want to do deep cleaning and standard cleaning, upholstery, post construction, facility cleaning, like for gas lines, for oil and gas companies, warehouses, or you just want to work with just houses, you want to do janitorial. There's a lot. It's a very huge cleaning industry. So there are different types of cleaning to be done. So you need to think about the one you want to do, the service you want to give. Do you understand? So, but I would always advise to start with the basics, start with the smallest of things, then you can graduate to other things. So, the first thing I said is register your company. Second thing is think about the company name or business name, whichever one you can afford to do. Then you, okay, yeah, buy materials. I said that also. And what else? Uh, I think I'm mixing this up right now. Okay, bear with me. It's our second video. We're gonna get the hang of this eventually. Like I said I wrote everything down, but it's great over there. Then have a social media presence. Open Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook for the business. Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook for the business, because you're going to do your marketing on these social media platforms. We are in a social media age, so you would want to do your marketing in those places. So have a social media presence. Even if you don't have a video to post yet, you can clean your house. Like have somebody clean your house. One of the people that's going to be working for you, clean your house, do a video of it, show the before and the after, and post it. That can be your first video while you're trying to create awareness, while you're trying to tell your friends and family about what you do. Hmm? Your family are the first people that you will tell about the business, but they would not always be your first clients. You need to have that in mind. Because sometimes they feel like, oh, you're just starting to work, what can you really do? Not like they don't believe in you, but the confidence is not yet strong. So you need to give them a reason to trust you. You need to show them what you can do and what you're willing to do with the business. So you need to give them a reason to trust you. Otherwise, sometimes outsiders will be your first clients, but you cannot rule out your family. So you just need to keep putting out the awareness and letting people know that this is what you do. Yeah, so I've talked about market yourself. Then the next thing is, so I've said that you don't need to have all the materials. You can just buy some and you can rent some. So when it comes to machines, there are a few companies that rent machine. We rent machine as Tenera Clean. Oh yes, I'm going to stop this video here and talk about the company. So the name of my company is Tenera Clean. So you can check us out on Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp. We are Tenera Clean, and we've been in the business for 3 years. We have got a lot of machines that you can rent from us, and you can reach out to us for advice on how to go about the business. We'll definitely be here to help you out. So when you're not paying for any training or anything, just reach out and we'll help you out, because I'm doing this video because a lot of people have reached out to me and said, you are running a cleaning business and we think you're doing great in the business. Can you give us an advice on how to do it? So that's why I'm doing this video. So you can always reach out to me, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. I'll be here to give you advice. Even on YouTube, you can leave a comment and we'll give you advice on what to do and how to go about it. And even if you don't want to start your business, you just want to clean your house and you want to know how we cost or how we charge, you can still reach out to Tenera Clean and we will help you out with that. All right? Or we can even advise you on what service your house needs. So back to what I was saying. So I said you don't need to have all the materials. You can just have a few that you can afford at the moment. Then you can rent some of the materials. So we as Tenera Clean, we rent machines, give you advice and all that on what is necessary for you to have at the moment based on the job that you are currently working on. Secondly, so as we're going on, don't overcharge. Don't overcharge. You don't want to overcharge your clients because you're still new in the business. So the price that I would charge to clean a 2 bedroom is not the price that you would charge to clean a 2 bedroom. So you need to look at your cost and know what it is that you're going to be spending money on. Remember, you're not making profits in the beginning because whatever profit, whatever little profit that you get from whatever you have charged, you're going to put it back in the business. So there's no money really coming to you. In fact, you're funding the business with your money. You're funding the business with your money first, then gradually you start to take it back and you balance everything. So it's a gradual process. So don't think about the money first. Think about growing the business first. Like I said, there are two ways to this thing. If you don't have money to buy the materials, use the client's money to buy the materials and do the job. Know that your profit for the job is the fact that you have videos to post and tell people that this is what you do. Your profit is the materials that you buy. Your profit is the client. Sorry, guys, I think something was stuck in my throat. So, like I was saying, you don't want to overcharge because you need the experience. So, your first few jobs, you will probably not be charging your worth because you're trying to curate your materials, your machine, and all that. And gradually, you would know how to increase and what works best for you. Because no matter what I tell you here, your experience is still what's going to teach you. Your experience is still what's going to influence how you charge. So your price and my price cannot be the same. Your experience and my experience cannot be the same. So please don't overcharge because you need the experience. Now, you would get to a level where you'll be able to charge what you deserve, charge according to what the job is giving you, charge according to your experience, charge according to your machines, charge according to your staff, charge according to your growth. You will get to that point. But in the beginning, you don't want to overcharge because you don't want to chase clients away. You're trying to grow the business and you need these videos, you need the referrals of these clients. So I would also advise that you have multiple sources of income in the beginning so that you can also have money from there coming in to assist the growth of the business. Once the business grows, trust me, you will make your money back. I'm going to say is don't undercharge to avoid debts. Let me use my first job for example. So the first job we didn't overcharge. We charged 10,000 naira, like I said, and because of the economy then, 10,000 naira was fine. It wasn't what a lot of companies were charging or would have charged, but it was fine for us because what we needed was the experience. So we could buy one mop, we could buy one sweeper, or maybe whatever we bought at the time, and we could take the rest from my house. That's because I had some of these things already that I used at home. You understand? And you, in your case, you might not necessarily need to buy mop and broom or sweep or whatever, or green pad, or you might not need to buy all those things because you already have them. So you just use those ones and set them aside as your cleaning business materials, or you still be using them at home. So you can do that. So you don't want to undercharge to avoid debts because if you undercharge, you would hate doing the business. You will regret doing the business. If something happens on that job and you cannot fix it, you would hate the job. Imagine you go for the job and you charged, for example, let's say you are supposed to clean 2 bedroom now and you charged 30,000 naira. In actual sense, maybe 30,000 naira now is supposed to be enough for you as a new business person. But because somebody has broken something, now you can't replace it and the client is complaining about it. What are you going to do? Or maybe the materials was not enough. So that 30,000 naira cannot now cover the cost. You're going to be angry and you would hate the job. Do you understand? So before you give a charge, make sure you see the video or you go and do an inspection, see what is necessary, see what the client has, see the amount of staff that you need, the type of materials that you would need, and know how much it will cost you to do that job. So that even if your profit at the end of the day is 5,000 naira, you won't feel offended, you won't feel bad. Even if your profit is 2,000 naira, you won't feel bad. Even if you don't have profit, but out of that money you are able to buy materials, you would know that you have gained something because the materials are your profit. The client's review is your profit. The videos you get from the job is your profit. The staff you work with on that job is your profits. So you won't feel too bad. But if you undercharge, maybe you charge 20,000 naira to clean a two-bedroom, and then the amount of staff you need to use, and you can't pay them, or the money can't pay them, but the money can pay them, but they cannot buy materials, you feel pained. Or the money does all these things, but then it's not enough, and then you have to use part of your money. Now that's you running into debt for a small job. You would feel hurt. So try to manage what you're charging and how you charge for the job. Having videos for the job and all that, make sure you take videos of your staff working, of yourself on the site, of what the site looks like, the before, the after, having all those clear videos. So you should also invest in your camera because it is important. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is setting a rate card and a business model. So the essence of this rate card and business model is to avoid, just like I said before, debts, to avoid debts. So you might not be making profit, but at the same time, you should not be in debt. So you should know that the standard that you are going to be charging for a two-bedroom is 30,000 naira. That is your standard. I'm not saying that's how much I charge. I'm using this as an example. That is your standard. That is what can help you as a new business. Do you understand? So that is you setting a rate card and a standard. Now, having shirts for your staff to show that this is the company they are coming from. We are new, but this is our company. Even if it's just two shirts you can afford, that is branded in your company name, on your business name, that is setting the standard. So, how they look matters. Presentation matters to the client. The clients like to feel like, even if it is 10 naira they are paying you, they like to feel like they're getting a good service. They like to feel like they're hiring a company. They like to feel like, oh, so that when their neighbors are seeing, these people, they have money, or they're calling cleaning company to clean their house. They like to feel that way. So, and you also want your company to have prestige. You want your company to look bigger than it is. So all those little things are important. So even if you don't go to the company, or you don't go to the house, or wherever you are cleaning on the site with a car, try to make sure that the money can take them in an Uber. But if you know that the clients cannot afford such, meaning they have to enter bus, just make sure that they look presentable so that when they come in, they look good to the company, or to the house, or to the site, or to wherever you want to clean. Make sure that your staff look good going there. And you, as the CEO or the marketing manager, or whatever you intend to call yourself at that time, make sure you look good also, so that when you're talking to them, and when they're talking to you, they talk to you with respect. They know that you are a properly registered company, and they want to affiliate themselves with you subsequently, and they don't feel anyhow referring you to their friends. Because I've done jobs in earlier the earlier days of my business, where it wasn't really about my staff, it was just about our presentation. So now the staff might not be able to speak English or do the job the way I wanted it, but because I was there and the way I presented myself, it gave the company extra prestige. It put us on this level. So it made the clients want to rapport with us more, because we're like, okay, these ones that their staff are dressed like this, okay. These ones that they are using this type of fragrance, okay. These ones that, like, our materials looked unique, even if they were just the basic materials. Do you understand? The way we came into work, even if they were basic, they looked different. They just made the clients feel safe working with us. And when we go to work, we don't go with anything. So it doesn't look like we're coming to steal anything. We tell the clients, oh, this is what we're going to do for you. This is how we intend to do it. This is what we're giving you. It made the clients feel like they're getting a service bigger than what they paid for. And in actual sense, they were. Because I was just trying to grow. So I was always putting everything into place. I was always thinking of how I wanted the company to be. I was always projecting, putting myself in the shoes of the client, and saying, okay, imagine this is me, I'm this client, and this is the service I'm paying for. What would I expect? What are the things that makes me putting policies into the company, that makes me set the standard for the company. So things like that. So setting a rate card, having a business model, knowing how you want your staff to look like, how you want your company structure to be, even if you know that at the beginning you do not really have any structure, but giving it some form of structure would really help you, really help your presentation to the client. So this video is getting too long. I'm going to leave you with this. Every cleaning business is not the same. What works for you might not work for me, and what works for me might not work for you. So you want to take out time to study your business, study your clients, study every job, because every time you do a job, you learn something, either from the client or from the staff or from the materials you bought or from the cleaning professionals you look up to. So you're learning something. So take what relates to you at that time, at the stage and level to which you are in. Take what relates to you and implement it in your business. Just like this video now, I've said a lot. I've rambled a lot. I've gone from front to back to up to down. I've said a lot of things, but not everything would relate to you. But some things, even if it's one thing, will relate to how your business model is, how you want to start your business, how you intend to lay the foundation of your business. So that is what you would take, and you would expatiate that, you would make that bigger and put it into your business and work on whatever you've learned in this video. So I'm hoping that this video helps you or helps someone that you know. So please give this video a thumbs up if you've watched up to this level. And I'm saying thank you for watching this video up to this level. It means a lot. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you would see another video when it comes up. So like I said in my previous video, I'm not just going to be posting cleaning tips. I'm going to be posting videos on my experiences so that you can learn from what I have, from the experience to which I have gained so far, that I'm willing to give you. Thank you for watching. Till my next video, have a lovely day and week. Bye.